Hello heroes, how are you doing? Hope you are having a wonderful time of the day. So this new free-to-play Call of Duty Battle Royale Warzone. Is it hard? Well, short answer would be that it is not hard, but it is sure complicated. And to tell you why I think so, first I need to tell you that my name is Samael and I am here to entertain you, share my thoughts and hobbies, and potentially help you create your own content along the way. Now, introduction out of the way, why is Warzone complicated? Well, mainly because it has too many mechanics to keep track of. And for one of the main culprits is the money gathering and spending mechanic. Even though you can win without paying attention to it, it sure does help to do so. There are quite a few ways to earn cash in game, the easiest one being just to collect it off the ground. A bit harder is surviving the wave of the gas. After that you can also earn it from contracts, of which there are three kinds. First being opening a couple of chests in a small location, second one is capturing a specific point, but be careful because there is a huge yellow flare on top of that point when you are capturing it. The third one, which is the harder one of the three, is headhunting, where you get an approximate location of another player who becomes a target to eliminate for your team. And of course you or your teammate can also become a target to someone else, so be mindful of that. Other ways of earning cash is by eliminating the enemies as well as looting the cash that they drop from their corpses. And like I said before, the cash does help you a lot, cause from my experience the weapons that you can find around the map are 80% of the time SCAR, MG34, LMG and basic RPG, none of which are that good in the fights, and on quite a few occasions you are better off with the pistol you spawned with rather than these weapons. Of course you might also get lucky and get the occasional MP7, but still this is where the money comes in. In Warzone you have buy stations scattered around the map. These are the points where you can buy one of 10 loadouts that you have built before, and at the moment people who have already been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare are at a bit of an advantage, as they know how to use the weapons as well as having them leveled up, which have unlocked the attachments we like to use. And for free-to-play squad you will need some time to do the same. And while we are on the topic of the buy station, this is also where you buy the available killstreaks, which are the shield turret, which please do not buy because it is utterly useless, cluster strike that shoots a couple of waves of cluster rockets at the marked target, precision airstrike which calls in two jets that shoot in a line, with your marked location being the middle of the line, UAV that allows you to see the nearby enemies on your minimap. Also, if all three players in the squad activate the UAV at the same time, you will get the advanced UAV, which shows you not only where all the people are looking at, but also if somebody has a ghost, they will reveal them as well. Here you can also buy the armor plate bundle, which gives you 5 armor plates, a gas mask that allows you to survive around 10-15 extra seconds in the gas, self-revival kit which allows you to get back up on your feet when being downed, munition box which is your ammo crate that replenishes ammo for your weapons, and again the most useful one being the loadout drop marker. This is what allows you to call down the loadout that you have prepared beforehand, and it will give you a huge advantage in the fight. Also, you can save up your cash and instead wait for the game to drop the loadout drop crates, which it does periodically. But get ready, as those crates will attract attention and have a potential of creating small hot zones. Next up we have reviving of the dead teammates. For this there are two options, the first one being escaping from the gulag, which is the prison you are sent to after dying only for the first time. In here you have a chance to get back into the game by defeating a random opponent in a 1 versus 1 with a random weapon. Well, random to a certain extent, you will either get a random pistol or the Origin 12 shotgun. While you are in the gulag you get 5 rocks per each match as a spectator. Yes, you can spectate those 1v1s and throw the stones at the people that are fighting. And it might be helpful if your teammate is one of the fighters, as this rock can stun for a very brief period of time, and I myself have died due to that once. If you or your teammate died for the second time, or lost in the gulag, the only way to respawn is to gather 4500 cash and use it to respawn you or your teammate from the buy station. Okay, is your brain hurting already? Well, too bad, there is just a few more pointers left. Let's speak about the map itself. It is, in my opinion, way too big. Even though you have different types of land vehicles as well as helicopter to get around it, you still might spend upwards of 5 minutes searching for enemies. That might also be due to the corner dwellers, also known as campers, as they are people who just try to hide as long as possible to try to survive. And I would suggest against that, cause other squads who have been fighting in that time will have better weapons and stacked up kill streaks, and they will be able to win the fight against those campers. And even though this is already crazy that there are 150 people on the map, I think the rumor that it might raise to 200 might make the map not so empty. Also, the Warzone map consists of different other Modern Warfare maps, which brings the problem with those maps into the Warzone. The core problem of them is each place can be seen from billion other angles, and you need to be careful how you move. Or you can also be crazy and just lag to where you want to go and hope that you are not gonna get shot. Also, don't forget to fill up your armor plates, as each of them gives you additional 50 hit points. If you rapidly tap the armor plate button, the character will put all the necessary plates on their own, which is a bit quicker than putting them in one by one. And don't make me talk about the rarity system of the weapons that you can find in the random loot boxes scattered around the map. Cause I sometimes feel that some of the attachment choices that those weapons come with makes the weapon perform worse than the stock version of it. But anyway, now you can see that you need to take into account quite a few things when playing Warzone. And again, it is not hard, just complicated. And I hope that not too many people get turned off from Warzone, as it is really fun to play. And I myself cannot wait till solos and duos get added, cause that will make things more interesting for me for sure. So do you agree with my thoughts? Did you find a little rant helpful? Maybe you noticed something I failed to? Share it with me in the comments down below. Other than that, once again, hope you are having a wonderful time of the day. My name is Samael Smith, and let's keep this rolling.